Today, it's all about the kids.
Hope kids like me get better.
The Y107 Missouri Credit Union Miracles for Kids Radiothon.
We believe in miracles.
Y107. It's the 18th annual Missouri Credit Union Miracles for Kids Radiothon. We have the bell going off, Missouri Vein Care Bell. We have entered a triple play hour, so all of those donations are going to be tripled. And our sponsor for this hour is an anonymous donor, so I guess I don't even need to mention it, but they will be tripling your donations, $20 a month. And we are here with Erica and Taylor from Child Life Specialists from the MU Healthcare Hospital.
Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
I will have you hold that a little bit closer to your mouth when you talk. No worries. Child Life is all-encompassing. Like, we could spend an entire day interviewing you guys and probably not even really scratch the surface on what all you do.
We talked about that with Eric and Josh. Like, we could actually just spend like 3 hours here.
Absolutely. So, one of the things that I know that our dollars, first of all, that we fundraise pretty much like cover everything related to Child Life, right? So one of the things that also covers is like some of the tools that you guys use. Can you share something?
So, we have lots of prep tools, educational tools, just to kind of help people get a visual in their head. We have what we call, it's kind of toddler size. His name is Zach, and he stands like table height, and he is what we call our medical prep doll. We have different kind of skins that we can put on him, one being like a port. So our kids with new cancer diagnosis can understand, like, what is going in my body? What is this used for? How am I going to get my medicine? What is it going to look like? And then we can do medical play with that. I know that Erica can kind of speak to that, but we have printed resources, we have books, we have all kinds of other things that we also use. Medical play stuff for practicing pokes, getting to feel control and a sense of autonomy and mastery with practicing these things and saying, I can do this, I know what it looks like, I can actually teach mom and dad, I can teach my friends, I can teach my siblings. So that is kind of a big way that we use our resources. I don't know if you want to talk about how you kind of play doctor.
Oh, yeah, just the other day, me and one of my cute little friends, she always loves to play doctor, and we use cloth dolls, and we kind of made a makeshift port inside the cloth doll, and she gives it different medicines, which we use with food coloring, and we can give her doll different medicine that it needs to feel better. She has a port, and so it's, something that she has, and she can play through that experience as well. But it also promotes desensitization to those medical supplies, familiarization with those medical supplies, letting her manipulate those medical supplies in a non-threatening and fun way. But we pull out all of our supplies and we give them pokes, and we check their temperature, we check their blood pressure, we're putting in actual water into the port, into the doll, and that's just something really fun for kids to play through those similar experiences that they're going through.
And what would you say? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, during that, we use the actual port needles. So it's not like we're using fake things. Like, they actually get to experience the real live things.
Yeah, medical supplies.
Yeah.
And so what would you say your relationship is like with the parents of the patients that you have?
We work really closely with the parents, too. It's not only the kid just going through treatments or their hospitalization for injury or disability. We're working with the parents really closely, just as closely as the kids. Not only is it really hard for the kids to be there and be going what they're going through, the parents are right in there as well. They're feeling all of those same feelings of worriedness or anxiety. So a big part of our job is supporting parents as well, and that emotional support to the parents as well as the kid.
Yeah, the parents are kind of in the trenches and in the thick of it too, and their focus is their kid in those moments. The doctors, the nurses, everyone's focus is them. And if we come in and we're just like, how are you holding up? Like, what has life been like for you? And you can kind of see them like take a breath, and they're like, me, like, and giving them that dedicated time to just like say, this really sucks right now, and just validating that and reassuring them that I know every situation is different, but we have been here with families, and we promise you we will get you through this, whatever that may look like on your journey, but we got you, and everyone is here with you.
I feel like we've heard that a lot from some of the families that we've interviewed, of like that same moment that you just said of like, wait, you want to know how I'm doing? And I kind of feel like almost you need to change your title to like family specialist because you do so much more than just caring for the kids. Not that that's a just anything, but you know, it is so, it's a big family. And we've heard that a lot as well. What is your favorite part of your job?
Can I go first? Okay. So, I mean, our job has so many different aspects to it, but I think my favorite part is we get involved what we call adult consults. So the kids are healthy and the person they love is in the hospital, and helping them understand what's going on with their person, whether it's just like a trauma or a new diagnosis, or maybe it's a bereavement situation, but getting to do my role in that support, like just a different area that's pretty non-traditional, and help that family know that they have support here, that we can focus on their kid, we can empower them to feel comfortable to tell them the right phrases, the right words, and then we can help facilitate visits. We can help them understand and know the process of what things might look like. So that's kind of my favorite part, is those non-traditional things of just supporting families when their kid might not be the sick one and they're still a priority.
That's amazing. Erica?
We work primarily on the inpatient unit, and so within that we get to work really closely with a lot of families over, you know, lengths of time there. So my favorite part is just working really closely with those families and building that relationship and checking in every day, seeing how each day is, if it's, you know, a good day or if it's a bad day, what can we do to make it a little bit better. I've worked with a lot of families that have had really hard paths and different obstacles that they've had to overcome. And my favorite part is probably just seeing them overcome those obstacles and coming out on the other end and saying like, I did it. Like, I could not believe that I could do it. And just hearing that is so rewarding and so fulfilling that, yeah, you did do it. You mastered that. You did it. You rock. So that's just probably my favorite part.
And we talked to some other child life specialists yesterday who talked about when, you know, they were kind of like the ER kind of aspect of it, and they ran into families, you know, months, years down the line, and they had that same connection with them. They, you know, the family just came up, gave them a hug. Have you had any instances like that, like a specific one maybe that really, you know, impacted you?
Yeah, I think one that pops to mind almost immediately is last year we had a patient, and he was with us from the weekend after Thanksgiving until June. He went home for 3 days during that time.
Oh my gosh.
And we got to work so closely with that family, and like it just makes me like smile thinking about it. The relationships we had with them, and like follow-up visits when he was in clinic, like, oh, they call us and they're like, they're here, so we run down there, and like they run up to us and they just update us on life. And like our boss even ran into him at Walmart the other day, and she was like, I was so excited to come back and tell you guys they all said hi and they miss you, and like he's doing so great. So I think those things are some of the most special and rewarding things when you work so closely. And then it's like, you're great, you don't have to be here, and we love that, but we selfishly miss getting to see you.
Yeah.
They would always call the guest lounge their living room, because they would just go in there, have their lunch, visit, and so we'd be like, where are you going? We're going to our living room.
And then we would have to walk by their living room to get to our office, so then you would just hear, Erica, Taylor, like when we would walk by. And like, yeah, it's just fun memories like that to have and to hold on to.
I think you can probably hear it in both these ladies' voices, how much they love their job and just how much they become part of the family. And this department is what you are funding when you become a Miracle Maker today. $20 a month, that's like 65 cents a day. If there's one reason why they should become a Miracle Maker, what should it be?
Just do it for the kids. Like, we love our jobs, but don't even do it for us. Like, the kids and the families deserve this, and we couldn't do our job. We couldn't provide all the support without you guys donating. And what a disservice we would be doing if we couldn't give our support. Just everyone you've talked to, doctors, nurses, every staff member, it takes an army, and like, just do it for the kids.
Yeah. 866-970-4483. It is the 18th annual Missouri Credit Union Miracles for Kids Radiothon on Y107.